In May 1989, a man sat before a television camera with his face hidden in shadow and his voice artificially altered. He claimed to be an insider working on reverse-engineered, non-human technology. Before this broadcast, the public associated this remote military installation with the testing of classified aircraft. Within hours, perception shifted, linking the Nevada test site to hidden spacecraft. The man eventually revealed his name, Bob Lazar. Over the next 35 years, investigators would repeatedly clash over a single question: whether he exposed one of America's most guarded secrets or single-handedly engineered its most enduring myth. Lazar described himself as a physicist. He claimed his scientific background led to a recruitment at Los Alamos National Laboratory and later a highly classified sector south of Groom Lake known as S4. The objective at S4, according to his testimony, was to study and reverse engineer recovered vehicles. These craft operated on scientific principles that appeared to have no human origin. If true, it represents a monumental scientific discovery. Yet, investigators immediately hit a wall. Every extraordinary claim Lazar made was matched by an absolute lack of independently verifiable proof. Lazar provided highly specific descriptions of the S4 layout. He stated the facility was carved directly into a mountainside, concealed by camouflaged hangar doors designed to blend seamlessly with the Nevada desert. Inside those hangars, he reported seeing multiple disc-shaped vehicles. His own assignment focused on a specific craft he called the Sport Model. This illustrates Lazar's description of the craft's propulsion. It didn't use jet engines or chemical propellants, instead generating its own gravitational field. By projecting this field, the vehicle bent physical space. Rather than moving linearly, it folded spacetime, pulling its destination toward the craft. These engineering descriptions sounded highly technical, lending a sense of clinical realism to his story. But they existed in a vacuum. No official S4 documents, photographs, or physical materials have ever surfaced to back them up. The cornerstone of Lazar's technical explanation was a heavy material he called Element 115, which he claimed powered the gravity propulsion system. Decades later, scientists actually synthesized an element with atomic number 115, now known as moscovium. Supporters pointed to this as proof of Lazar's insider knowledge. Skeptics pointed out that laboratory moscovium decays in fractions of a second, bearing no resemblance to his stable fuel source. A partial similarity became the perfect mechanism to keep both sides arguing. Lazar also provided granular details about the facility's security, describing a biometric hand geometry scanner used to grant access to secure areas. Years after his initial interview, historical photographs surfaced confirming that identical hand geometry scanners were actively used at classified military installations during that exact era, giving his supporters a tangible piece of corroboration. But accurately describing security hardware is not the same as validating an extraterrestrial research program. It proves Lazar knew about classified technology, not where he encountered it. The investigation stalled entirely when researchers looked into his educational background. Lazar claimed to hold degrees from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, yet independent journalists and researchers could not locate a single academic transcript, yearbook photo, or diploma from MIT, nor from his other claimed alma mater, the California Institute of Technology. His defenders argue this absence is the result of deliberate interference. They maintain that a government capable of hiding non-human technology would easily have the resources to erase a rogue physicist's paper trail. The result is a self-sustaining loop. The story survives not on a foundation of solid evidence, but on an equilibrium of uncertainty, where neither side possesses the definitive proof required to end the debate. Decades after Lazar first appeared on television, the conversation around unidentified objects shifted, driven this time by the United States government itself. Military personnel reported direct encounters with objects they could not identify. The Department of Defense officially released gun camera footage, and congressional committees held open hearings to discuss the intelligence. None of these official statements confirmed the existence of extraterrestrial life. None of them verified a single detail about S4. Yet they moved unidentified aerial phenomena out of the realm of fringe television and into the center of legitimate intelligence investigations. Lazar's 1989 descriptions of craft that ignore traditional aerodynamics by manipulating gravity established a specific vocabulary. Today, when the public watches military sensors track objects performing similar anomalous maneuvers, they often default to the framework he built, regardless of whether his specific claims were true. If he fabricated his story, we have to explain why it remains the blueprint for how we interpret modern disclosure. And if he told the truth, the core problem remains. There is still no physical evidence capable of proving it beyond a reasonable doubt. The Area 51 debate has evolved into a study of secrecy itself. It demonstrates how government confidentiality creates a vacuum that only mythology can fill. Before we can decide whether Bob Lazar was right, we have to examine what the United States government has officially admitted to seeing. That investigation begins in Part 3. Subscribe to follow the investigation into the official record.